Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us here today. My name is Jennifer Ahern. I am the Chief Officer in the Ministry of Health, Environment, Culture and Housing, but today I'm here in my role as co-chair of the Deputy Governor's 5K Challenge. I'm joined this morning by a pretty impressive panel, but I'm going to start off by just introducing the Deputy Governor, the Honourable Frans Manderson, who of course is the man behind the DG 5K, and I'm just going to ask him to announce this year's beneficiaries for our DG 5K 2018.
Thank you, Ms. Ahern, and good morning to everyone. It's an absolute wonderful morning seeing everyone here and being able to talk about the Deputy Governor's 5K Challenge 2018. Last year was a tremendous success. We raised over $85,000 to give to the YMCA, and they're in the process of building their ropes challenge at the moment. So this year, we wanted to look at charities who do a lot for our community in terms of feeding those who are in need of nutritious meals. And we thought we have located some absolutely fantastic organizations who do tremendous work for our communities. They're highly reputable, and you can see exactly where your money is going. So without further delay, we have the Feed Our Future, the great work that they do. We have a lady from Kiwanis here, and we have the Meals on Wheels. Also, we have two charities from our sister islands. We're going to go to all three islands this year. So we have Little Cayman. They're doing some grow box initiatives to grow some healthy, nutritious meals over there, things that would turn into meals. And also the Colonel's Home Center in the BRAC that deal with persons who are shut-ins. So we feel we've selected 5 great charities for our fifth five-year anniversary. So we are very excited, and we want to thank everyone for their participation. It's going to be a fantastic the Deputy Governor's 5K Challenge this year. April is right around the corner, so let's get on board and have a wonderful time.
Thank you, DG. Thanks very much. So I will introduce the rest of the panel. We are joined this morning by the chair of Feed Our Future, Ms. Stacey Vandevelde. We've got Brian Hunter, who is the managing partner of Appleby, who is our platinum sponsor once again this year. We're very excited to have Appleby back on board again at the platinum level. Thank you. I also have Ms. Nicola Murray, who's the president of the Kiwanis, and Aaron Bodden, who is the general manager of Meals on Wheels. So as the Deputy Governor said, this year with our race in Grand Cayman, we're focusing on these 3 charities, and we're looking at the link between nutrition and health, not only getting active, but also making sure that people have healthy food. So we're really, really pleased that these charities have come on to be our beneficiaries. And I'm just going to ask each of them to say a few words, and I'm going to start with Ms. Stacey for Feed Our Future.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you again, Frans, our Deputy Governor, for selecting us. We're honored. Children are at the heart of the work that we do, but in particular as that relates to how they are fueled up. So food is also at the heart of what we do, and the link that has to health. Poor diets, hunger, undernutrition contributes greatly to a child's academic learning, to their health, their social well-being. So we're working to fill a basic need and really impact at an early age those threats, because you can see the fallout that can come from a child that's not been receiving good nutrition or health. The signs of things that can happen, such as obesity, can develop quite easily, lifelong diseases that will follow them from childhood to adulthood if they're not faced or, presented with an opportunity to have regular nutrition and benefit, from being healthy and active. If you're undernourished, you're also less active. So it all goes hand in hand. So we're very much an advocate of fueling up with the right foods, contributing to the overall health, academics, and well-being of the child. And so we feel we have a really good alignment to the goals of the DG challenge. So thank you again.
Thank you very much. And Ms. Nicola Murray from the Kiwanis, the Feed a Kid Breakfast program.
Thank you. And good morning. So just to give you a little overview of Kiwanis, we're a voluntary organisation dedicated to improving one child and one time in the local community. So the funds that we raise go solely towards the children of Cayman. And our biggest project is a Buy a Kid breakfast programme. So we support 8 local primary schools in purchasing breakfast for children. That really stemmed from 2011 when we were contacted by many teachers in local schools that were providing food for children themselves and really needed donations to help them. So they approached Kiwanis and we set up the project. And in the 7 years that we've been running the programme, we've raised $200,000 towards purchasing breakfasts for children. As Stacey said, the correlation between hunger and child development it has a detrimental effect on their learning. So our goal is that no child comes to school with an empty stomach, and that they're able to learn and achieve what they can be capable of.
Great. Thank you very much. And then we have Miss Erin from Meals on Wheels.
Thank you so much. It's an honor to be here, and we're just really, really thankful for this opportunity. We are Meals on Wheels. We serve 4,000 meals every month in our community across all 5 districts of Grand Cayman, and it costs $26,000 a month to feed all of the seniors that we do. And so every dollar really helps towards that. And as everybody's mentioned, the body is really a machine. And it needs proper nutrition to function well, and that's very true of our seniors as well as our youth. And in order to, for our seniors to feel good again, to have the strength and the stamina to keep going each and every day, and to also receive that human interaction with the community through our 100 volunteers that come out every day to deliver those meals. It's absolutely detrimental to their existence and well-being, and it actually lengthens their lifespan significantly in a lot of studies that have been done worldwide. And so Meals on Wheels continues to be able to do this through the generosity of the community. And so the DG 5K obviously speaks to a community coming together and making all of this happen, just like our volunteers do every day, and our kitchens. So we're really thankful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I also want to acknowledge we have some of our gold sponsors in the room. We're really, really pleased that we have Butterfield back on board again this year. Thank you for your continued support. We've also got EY, who are back on board, and Davenport, who have all already confirmed that they're going to continue to support the event as gold sponsors. And as Erin mentioned, it's an incredible opportunity for the corporate and the civil service and the community in general to come together and support some really worthwhile causes. So we're very grateful for the support and the continued support of our sponsors. And I mentioned earlier that we have with us Brian Hunter, who is representing Appleby, which have come on board as our platinum sponsor for the 2nd year in a row. So we're very, very grateful to Appleby for their support. And I'm just going to ask Brian to say a few words.
Thank you, Jennifer. We're delighted to be on board yet again. This is our 4th year of involvement, starting in 2015 when we were a participant, and then came on as a gold sponsor in 2016. And as Jennifer said, became the first platinum sponsor last year, and we're delighted to be the platinum sponsor yet again this year. This event has supported so many worthy causes over the years, as the Deputy Governor has already mentioned, and we've watched the event go from strength to strength over the time that we've been involved, and we expect that trend to continue this year, and we're delighted to see another set of very worthy charities selected to benefit, many of which we support directly. So it's a double win for us. At Appleby, we have a very active community support program, and our participation in this event is a very important part of that program, and we're very happy to be involved, not only because of the many worthy causes that benefit from the program, but it's also a wonderful event for our staff and their families to get involved with and to improve their health and well-being in the process. So as I said, we're very proud to be the platinum sponsor again for the event, and look forward to contributing to another successful year.
Thank you very much. And before I open up the floor for questions and answers, if the Deputy Governor had a few closing comments.
Just to say that sometimes people ask why I chose these charities, and first, I had the opportunity, along with some other civil servants, to go and do some delivery of meals with Meals on Wheels, and just going out into the community, seeing some elderly folks that I had not seen since my enforcement days at immigration down into Rock Hole. It was an amazing opportunity for me to see some people that I had not seen before, to interact with them. But seeing the joy on their faces when we walked into the yard to deliver them a hot meal and to speak with them for a few minutes was really very impactful on me. I've had the pleasure to go into the Kiwanis breakfast for dinner event every year at the Marriott. It was last year, I think. And again, I was very moved by the work they were doing to feed our children in school. Likewise, the great work that Feed Our Future does. But also, another event happened where Ms. Fantisha Connolly, who was at the back there, came to me a few months ago and was giving me this story of a Caymanian lady who was very distraught because her young son had fainted away in school. And when they investigated it, it was because he didn't have lunch or breakfast. And that really shouldn't be happening in our beloved Cayman Islands. And that really had a very strong impact on me, and I said, let us be part of a solution. We can always complain about things, but let us come together and be part of a solution. So I want to thank Ventisha for bringing that issue to my attention. She's also going to be leading our charge in the sister islands for what we're going to be doing in Cayman Brac and Little Cayman. So I want to especially thank Ms. Ventisha for that. But we're at our best in our islands when we don't complain. We just look for solutions, and we are at our best when we come together. As Ms. Ahern says, as the private sector, the public sector, the civil service, everyone coming together for a great cause. And I can't think of anything better that we could be doing right now, but to be giving our children and our elderly something good to eat and just spending some quality time with them. So again, my sincere thanks to all of you for being part of a great solution.
Thank you, DG. We'll now open up the floor if there's any questions from the floor. And we do have a microphone, I think. Yes, we have a microphone. If anybody has a question, we'll ask you to use the microphone so we can record it. No questions? No? Okay. That's great. Oh, wait, we do have a question. I think Ralph was just being polite, waiting to see if someone else wanted to go first.
Good morning, Ralph Lewis from Cayman Times. I want to applaud the Deputy Governor once again for seeking to address a problem that we have in the Cayman Islands, and also to applaud the organizations that have always contributed. My question sort of stems off the concern the Governor has. And has anybody, and this question is for you, Deputy Governor, has any organization or any department looked at the root causes for these situations? Because yes, we can feed our elderly and feed our children, but if it's being repeated over and over again, I think we need to look at the deeper problem here. And there's a lot of employment, people at home, these children have kids. So has anybody looked into the challenges or the root causes for these problems?
Right. Yes, sir. Certainly for the individual that was brought to our attention, we are now looking for a long-term solution for that. That person actually works for us. So that's on me to solve, and I'm making efforts to deal with that. But in cases where their families just sometimes meet on hard times, people get laid off from work. People's salaries can only stretch so much. So it is something that we must always be aware of. Certainly, as responsible employers, we have to be ensuring that our employees can do their best to feed their families. But there are going to be times when that can't happen, and it's so great to have some fantastic organizations in Cayman that actually care and are willing to do whatever is necessary along with the private sector who come on board and support those worthy charities.
Any other questions? No? All right. I guess, DG, unless you had any other final comments?
No, just again, thank everyone for being part of this great solution. Of course, it's a Deputy Governor's 5K challenge, so we're going to challenge people to come out and run or walk or have some fun. Please do book your times to come over to Little Cayman. I saw Ms. Camille Stall-David in the back there, who is going to be running the event in Little Cayman for us, and also Ms. Ventisha again for the Cayman Brack. But, come and visit the sister islands, spend a weekend with your families, come over and have a great time, and experience what all three islands have to bring, and be part of the events on all the islands.
So if you want to save the date, it's Sunday, April 15th in Cayman Brack, Sunday, April 22nd in Little Cayman, and then Sunday, April 29th here in Grand Cayman. So you have the opportunity in the month of April to literally run across the islands.
That's right.
All right. I do want to again thank our sponsors. We're going to unveil the logo in a minute, but just to thank all of our sponsors who have already come on board. We've got Appleby, EY, Butterfield, and Davenport. We're so grateful for your continued support of the event. If anybody's interested in sponsoring, you can contact us at supportdg5k@gov.ky. Want to encourage everyone, please, if you're on Facebook, make sure, if you haven't already done so, to like the Deputy Governor's Challenge Facebook page so you can get updates. Don't miss a thing. Lots of action coming. And we've also, as you're out there training for the big event, you can post and use our hashtag, which is hashtag DG5KChallenge2018. So make sure you use your hashtag to be part of the conversation. So with that, I'm actually going to ask our panel to stand, and we're going to go and reveal the logo. Now, I have to tell you all that we once again have, of course, I have a slightly biased opinion, but I think we've got another fantastic logo, and a huge thanks to the awesome team at Government Information Services, particularly Miss Martha Connolly, who has worked her magic yet again to come up with what I think is a very creative and very attractive logo for this year's event. So if I get everybody to come up, and we'll go down.
So we're nourishing our islands.